So today we are with Dr. Rosalind Jeffries, who has her PhD in Museum Studies and Art History. So Rosalind, you started treatment a couple months ago, and you came in with a thyroid issue, as well as coughing, a stress tension that you felt mostly in your head. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. You had the cough for about 34 years, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you say it has improved?
I would say it has improved to number 8.
Okay. Any other improvements?
Yes. What I used to feel was like a little pinching in the head, and so it ended up being stroke prevention. And by being a lecturer over the many years, I have used my voice professionally and quite a bit. And so I think it's part of the whole immune system, the diet, and so the cough started to increase. And to a point, then I didn't have as much energy as I knew I should have had. And so coming here has been just a tremendous thing for me. Just the thought of, and you know, I thought that I was into organic foods, and which I am, but you can still have organic foods and not have the right ones. And that's what I was able to learn here, because by the time you do so many laboratory things with the blood, experiments with the blood, and you're able to test the reaction systems of all of the muscles and nerves, every single one with so many different kinds of modalities, then you come up with a full picture of the human body. And according to the lifestyle that you lead. And so that made a tremendous difference. By the time I was able to come away from certain foods that we know are good foods that we love to eat, but it was not for me according to the kinds of work that I do. And so you have to have a professional. You cannot do it by yourself. As much as you read naturopathic books, or you may read the medical journals, but you really have to have a professional practitioner, and I found that Dr. Fairley was exactly that. I think he's kind of hard to come by, a person that is able to know how to talk to you. Some doctors don't always know how to talk to you or don't have the regular answers. I went to many of the regular doctors, and you know, with the Medicaid card and the business, etc. But I got to a point where it was either do this or die. That was my choice, because I just couldn't get worse. I certainly couldn't go back to work, back to teaching, coughing all over the students, you know, like I did before, and without the proper energy. So that I found coming here was really extraordinary.
That's great. That's really great. But since you do teach and you do need so much energy, how has your energy changed? Do you have an increase in energy? Do you feel better as you lecture?
Well, basically I would teach like on Wednesdays all day long, and the next day I'm knocked out completely. And I find that the next day I'm not knocked out completely, that I can get up and do various things. Although in the beginning I do remember missing an appointment because I was just knocked out of it. But I'm doing better.
Good.
I'm doing better.
Good. And you did talk about a couple doctors that you used to see before coming to Dr. Farley. Do you have any memories of that, any experiences that you had?
Well, one thing I did do was to consult from the internet, that I saw some people that worked with the voice and worked with the thyroid. And I saw in what they were doing in the books that they wrote, they were using amitriptyline. So I went on the internet to check amitriptyline to see what it was. And all the various sources all said, as soon as you take it, you feel like committing suicide. And so that was a shock to me.
Right.
And because you verified one to another, etc. And then the regular doctors will say, well, I can start you off with a low dose. And so that just, you know, scared me. So
of course it scared you.
it was a question of, yes, Dr. Farley or death.
You don't need to go see those doctors anymore, right?
No.
All right. Well, thank you, Rosalind.
Thank you.